What's up, guys? It's Carlos, and this is.
Gaming Pod.
And today is the 13th, Friday the 13th. And when you'll be seeing this, it'll probably be Saturday or Sunday. Anyways, let's get into the news of the week. Starting with number one.
So, number one is Black Friday is almost here. It's almost around the corner. And I think we have like 2 or 3 more weeks. So here are some of the big deals coming out from Best Buy for their Black Friday ad. They're going to have a Switch bundle with Mario Kart and 3 months of Switch Online for only $300, which is a savings of about $65, which is not bad. Mario Kart in itself is like $60. Um, and then we have Red Dead Redemption 2. Or is it Red Dead Redemption? Yeah, Red Dead
Yeah.
Redemption 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be it's gonna be on sale for $20, and then we have for PlayStation and maybe PC Horizon Zero Dawn for only $10.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good game. Actually, they're both good games. But yeah, what's the next story, Carlos?
All right. So, with games in mind, the top new games out this month is Call of Duty, which is up today, the 13th. If you pre-ordered it or whatever, you can play it now. I'm assuming. I think or it was like last night. But yeah, if you wanted to play the game, you can. It's out now, and then in about 7 days, yes, on the November 20, Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity comes out. So if you're a fan of the demo or Zelda or Hyrule Warriors, the game's coming out soon for Nintendo Switch and Switch Lite.
The next story is how is the Call of Duty Cold War and Modern Warfare connected? So basically, Cold War basically fills the story, the gap of the story from Black Ops between 1968 and 2025, since it's taking place in 1981, but still leaves a huge amount of time between the events of Cold War and Black Ops 2, which takes place in way off in 2025, right, in the future,
Mm-hmm.
which is almost 4 years away.
5 years away.
But in Cold, what happened?
5.5 years away. No,
Yeah,
no, four and a
I
half.
mean,
4.5 years away.
I'm sure it's gonna go by quick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so in Cold War, we get a hint that we might, might, sorry, fill the gap between Cold War, and it makes a bridge. It basically connects the bridge between Black Ops and Infinity War games, and the rebooted Modern Warfare storyline.
Okay, so is it Christmas already? Cause I don't know if you know, but I think Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas" was trending for November 1st. I think it was like the most played. I don't know if it was on Spotify or Apple Music, but it was the most played. But anyway, apparently people that are playing Animal Crossing think it already is because yeah. So December has always brought a lot of change for Animal Crossing and other games that they made. They've seen the houses of villagers be decorated with lights, snowballs that can be stacked to build snowmen scattered around the island, and a special event on December 24th that gives players holiday themed items. But people are already like having their own decorations. They're making their own custom designs to celebrate the fact that Christmas is coming soon, even though it's November. Thanksgiving hasn't come yet, but yeah, and then I believe Christmas or December 10 is when they're going to update. They're going to give a new update for Christmas.
But yeah, the next story is basically the next generation of consoles came out these last few days. So with the Xbox coming out on November 10th, and then the PlayStation coming out on November 12th. Everything is selling out like crazy, which people like to call it the PS5 Fomo. So FOMO,
We're calling it the PS5 Fomo.
yeah, that's what we're calling it. So for people that don't know, FOMO just means the fear of missing out. So when people feel like there's a fear of missing out, they just tend to either overreact, or they have a tendency to make purchases that they don't necessarily need, but since everyone else is buying it, they feel like if they don't buy it, they're gonna be missing out themselves. So consoles. So basically, the PS5 and the Xbox sold out, but people are reselling it for way more than the actual, I guess, value of the console.
Yeah.
So for example, the PS5 is selling at $500 retail price, but scalpers are basically reselling it for about over $1,000, and people are willing to buy it, right? Because they
People
want
have
the
bought it already.
PS5. What happened?
People have bought it already.
Yeah, so people are willing to spend their money because they want the PS5, but supposedly there are supposed to be more consoles down the line, like on Black Friday, um, and the actual worldwide launch of PS5 is going to be, I think, November. I think it's on November 5th or 15th or 17th,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure they're gonna have more consoles in stores and stuff. So it feels kind of like they're just pushing out consoles in waves versus just having all of them at the start. And I think it's smart for Sony to do that because people think that there's not enough consoles out there, so they overreact and they overspend to buy consoles. So it's just gonna give them more business.
All right, moving on to number 6. Is Demon Souls coming on PC? So they're going flippity flop, flop flop on it. They're saying no and they're saying yes. But then when asked, I forgot who the person from Sony said, but they said there's a quote. We've seen already. We already seen that a strategy play out with the launch of first party Sony titles like Death Stranding and Horizon Zero Dawn hitting Steam months or even years after their launch on PS4. Bloodborne, a PS4 exclusive since its launch in 2015, and another incredibly successful From Software IP, is among the highest in demand for PC players. So, the Demon Souls remake, which Tamur Hassan, that's the guy, called a sight to behold. Oh no, sorry, I'm assuming that's a reviewer. Called it a sight to behold in our early review impressions. Now joins its ranks. So, what I'm getting from this is they're probably within a year or so, or maybe like a few months, they're going to try to get it out.
Number 7 is there is the game called Deathloop coming out from Microsoft Bethesda Studios.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming out next year. Bethesda
Mm-hmm.
confirmed that Deathloop, um, it's gonna be part of Arcane swinging 60s inspired. Oh, wait, sorry, it is Arcane swinging 60s inspired assassination parties that never end. It will
Mm-hmm.
be out on May 21st, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, May 21st, 2021. And Deadloop is on PC as well. It's going to be available for pre-purchase now via the Bethesda.net launcher, and it's coming soon to Steam as well, which I'm assuming either on the date or after.
Apparently, the M1 chip from Apple is going to help bring up the competitors in the PC realm. So, MacBook announced a new line of Mac products: Mac Mini, MacBook Air, which is garbage in my opinion, and MacBook Pro. The big differences now is the move from an Intel processor to an Apple's new ARM M1 chip. There was some criticism due to the Apple spewing out marketing numbers such as 5 times greater this graphic speed.
Number 9 is Cyberpunk 2077 customization is next level. What happened? Oh, sorry. I'm like, who are you talking to? So yeah, their customization is next level. So Cyberpunk 2077 will take character customization to the next level, allowing players to customize the character's teeth, besides other character parts such as nails, private parts, ears, noses, um, maybe I'm sure your height.
But going on to the next one, which is also related, next gen game and watch. Game and Watch has launched November 13 and is available for $49.99 ESRP. Not sure who this device is aimed for. Maybe just for collectors. For a second, when I read that, I was like, "What are you talking about?" But yeah, the little isn't it just like a um colored what's it called, that Game Boy? What's that called? Game? You know what I'm talking about, the Game Boy. It wasn't the SP, the Game Boy.
The Game Boy Micro.
Yeah, isn't it just that, but just a little bit bigger and a different reskin? It looks like it.
No, this is worse. Because this is just the you can't change games. It's
But it's just
literally just
Mario, right?
one game to watch.
It's just Mario, right?
Yeah, Super Mario Bros. So I guess if it does well, they're gonna sell different games.
Yeah, that's weird. But with the last one, it's also Nintendo related, Gio.
So the last one, last but not least, is Nintendo's on fire, like physically on fire. I'm joking. So far,
World on fire. Sorry.
Nintendo Switch has a combined sales, which is the Lite and the original, has combined sales of 735,926 units just in
Mhm.
October alone, which is a 136% increase since last year.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that's a lot more consoles that anyone has sold. And I think that these are sales for October, so I'm sure November is going to be a bit different since everyone is spending their money on an Xbox or PS5.
Mhm.
Um, the real question is if Nintendo can keep their momentum, since now technically the Switch is last gen. The question
Mhm.
is what's next for Switch? Are they gonna do a
Mhm.
Switch 2?
Switch
I
Lite
think it would.
Pro.
Yeah, I
Switch
think it
Lite
makes
Pro.
sense for them to do a new Switch. Um, but then everything will be backwards compatible with the old games. You know?
I missed a news. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Gio. But it's the new Cyberpunk New Night City Wire episode. Did I skip over that?
Yeah.
Okay, so before we end the show today, or the news thingy that we're doing, this whole thing that you're watching, let's talk about the fact that they're going to have a new news wire. Yeah, no, sorry, new Night City Wire episode. The new episode of Night City Wire that covers the Cyberpunk game and world releases next Thursday, November 19, 2020. So, but yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you bought a PS5, I hope it didn't. I hope it's still.
Agree.
I hope it's still working, and not working. And if you have an Xbox, I hope the disk drive works, and not work because a lot of people are having
Hopefully,
that
there's
issue.
no smoke coming out from it.
And please don't. The fact that Xbox had to say, "Hey guys, please don't smoke in front of your
That's
Xbox,"
embarrassing, guys.
like, come on, people, you stupid. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.